Hey everybody, Tim and Chucky here for our 10th DC animated original movie, All-Star Superman. So this is based off of a very well-known comic by a writer that I actually hate. It's Grant Morrison. The art's somebody I don't remember, but I like his art. And so this is kind of like when we watched like Superman Doomsday, Superman Batman, where the art style really, or especially Justice League New Frontier, where the art style really mimics the movie, or the movie mimics the art style. Overall, what'd you think?
I did not like it.
Okay, elaborate.
I do not like Superman.
I don't either. I'm not a Superman fan. But I did enjoy this one, though.
I enjoyed Lex Luthor going savage. That was dope.
He was a beast. He was like a scary beast. Like, where he's like fucking lifting weights and shit.
I don't want to know why he had some connection with his 16-year-old niece or whatever. That was weird. Alright, sorry. Yeah. No.
And in the same thing, again, with the prison scene where he's like, feel this, Clark, it's pure muscle. And I'm like, you and Superman just have this like homoeroticism
well,
going
he
on.
wants to be stronger than him.
I don't care. But overall, I liked it. So the whole, my problem with it is, like, they try to do a lot of stuff, and this is kind of, it's not a long comic, but it's a decent sized comic. And I mean, you only have like an hour, 10, 20 minutes or so. And like the opening scene makes sense, where we see basically Superman gets more sunlight than he's supposed to, and now he has new superpowers like the bioelectrical field, stuff like that I really liked. Special shout out to Jimmy and Drag. I loved that scene where he's like, are you undercover? And he's like, no. But he's like in a dress. So stuff like that I like. This is obviously a different like universe, whatever, storytelling, because once again we see Clark reveal who he is, which this is now what, the second or third movie we've seen that in. So we get that. The whole paranoia thing where Lois is just tripping out, it is what it is, whatever. Reptile monsters from the Earth's core, I laughed because it was so dumb. But I did like how, so Superman's basically dying, and he's going through his bucket list, and one of them is like giving Lois superpowers for a day. I was like, okay. And that's important. We see that come back. The whole Samson and Atlas and the Sphinx, I thought was stupid. Could have cut that whole scene out. Didn't need it. But I did like the parasite scene of them in prison, where he's like chasing them.
I thought that was strange. Yeah. I didn't know who he was.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, he's not a big villain or anything, but I just thought it was funny. And I like how Clark keeps saving Lex over and over again, and Lex, who's like the super intelligent person, is so full of himself that he just dismisses Clark altogether, like doesn't even care about him. So I like that. The flying in space to return the shrunken city was interesting, but it's just to get him away for 2 months. So when he comes back, there's the Kryptonian astronauts. And that, I was like, this just seems like an odd thing. Like, this felt like if they had stretched it out to 2 movies, it would have flowed a little better, because it felt very segregated, like a comic book. So I guess that makes sense. And then, of course, Solaris, the Sun Eater, and then Lex's big battle, Super Lex, and his big battle against Clark, because it's not a DC movie unless half of a city is destroyed. So
it's true.
And then him, of course, going back into the sun. So I don't know. I didn't mind it. I thought it was entertaining. And I really love the animation, just the art style alone. I think it's Frank Quitely or something. I enjoyed it. So nothing.
Yeah.
Did you like any part of it?
Yeah, just Lex being savage.
Just Lex.
Yeah.
I liked when they like put him in the electrical chair, and he's like, "You guys are stupid."
You know what was in that cocktail?
Which I don't remember the actor's name. I didn't write it down. Anthony something. It's the main guy from Without a Trace that I used to watch in like 2005, but I never really got super into it. But I did think he did an amazing Lex Luthor voice. Like, he is really, really good. So, okay, that's pretty quick and easy, especially since you didn't like it. Any closing thoughts? Is there anything you want to see in a Superman movie? Something that would be totally different or unique that you'd be like, that's actually pretty badass?
No.
You just know Superman? All right, well, there's a few more Superman movies, so those ones are going to be a little rougher than others, but
Probably.
it's cool. It is what it is.
Too.
I mean, 30 plus movies, you win some, you lose some. But we are officially 10 movies into it, so that's pretty cool.
Woo.
So thank you guys, and we will see you guys next time for Green Lantern Emerald Knights.